Syracuse 18, Pittsburgh 11. Buddy Boeheim is inbounding from beneath his own basket after the foul before the break. So Buddy gets it in on a bounce pass to his older brother Jimmy. Stutter step on the baseline, nearly traveled. Kick out near corner three. Cole Swider missed it short, and the rebound taken down at the apex. Mo Gee swallows it up. He's had a great game. 4 points, now 5 rebounds for the transfer from Stony Brook. 7:15 left in half number one. Gee controls 25 feet from the basket. Pocket pass in intended for Hughley. He's been very quiet. Instead, it's swiped away by Cole Swider for Syracuse. A 7-point lead. Here comes Swider. Baseline drive, stops, and the layup is no good. Way wide left, but he was swarmed and decked in midair. So, Swider, the Villanova transfer, going to the strike for 2.
That's when Pitt has been successful, is when they quickly double teamed and kind of swarmed and put pressure. Syracuse doesn't do good in pressure. So whenever they, two players come up, that's when they've been able to create some momentum that has converted on the offense.
Swider misses the first free throw, and John Bull Ajak checking in for Syracuse from the Sudan. And Ajak, a redshirt sophomore, 6'10", 216, as Swider hits the second free throw, 1 of 2. 19-11, Syracuse leads. John Bull Ajak hasn't played since 2 weeks ago against Pittsburgh. He came off the bench in the first half, and Jim Boeheim says that Ajak has actually been the best reserve forward in practice. Jamarius Burton lines up the three straight away, hits the back iron. Who else to get the rebound? Mo Gee to revive the possession. That's rebound number 6. 6.5 minutes left in the first half.
And 6 is halfway to his season high, so we still got a lot of game to play here. 6 minutes left in this half, and then, you got a whole other 20. So lots to maybe surpass that today.
Ezzy Akuta's bounce pass was trying to find Hughley. Instead, he found Cole Swider, his second consecutive steal. Buddy Boeheim, baseline drive on the far side. The push shot from 8 feet out is true. Syracuse 21 and Pittsburgh 11, just over 6 minutes left in the first half. Interesting to see John Bull Ajak as the first man off the bench besides Frank Anselem, but the bench is going to look a little different tonight with Symir Torrens out with a knee injury. He's typically that first guy as a backup guard.
I was thinking the same exact thing. Maybe, we knew that something would be different because of the Torrens absence, but I don't know if it was John Bull Ajak is where we were going to look to, especially because they're two different players, two different types of style of play.
The far wing three by Jamarius Burton was short. The rebound went to Hughley. The putback didn't go the first time or the second time. Not the third time either, but on the third time, he got fouled. And so John Hughley is going to the free throw line for the third time today. The foul against John Bull Ajak, his first, and Syracuse's third. Hughley hits the first free throw. And he is 3 for 5 from the stripe. He only has 3 points. He's 0 for 6 from the field, and that is very reminiscent of his performance in the first game of this matchup 2 weeks ago. Just 8 points, 1 field goal.
And a new look for Syracuse as Jesse Edwards and Jimmy Boeheim came in after the first free throw, and Swider and Anselem took a seat.
So the 5 on the floor for Syracuse: Gerard, Jimmy, and Buddy, both Boeheims, Jesse Edwards and John Bull Ajak. And Ezzy Akuta just strips Gerard, lays it in with the right in transition. It's a 6-point game. 5.5 minutes left in the Oakland Zoo student section on the far side. They're getting excited. Buddy Boeheim on the near wing tries to loop around the screen by Edwards. Kick out to the far corner. Joe Girard draws the double. And inside it's John Bull Ajak. His layup doesn't even count. It's an offensive foul with Joe Girard just charging into Mo Gee. He continues to impress on every side of the court.
That was an interesting call because I feel like usually when we see charges, they're super aggressive and it's a dramatic moment in the game. And it's, oh my goodness, and that was... It seemed like a common foul, a common little bump in. So maybe not as going to get this crowd going, a major charge, but still significant after they just picked the pocket of Joe Girard.
21-15, Syracuse lead, just about 5 minutes left in this exciting first half. You're listening to Syracuse men's basketball on the original home of the Orange, WAER. The verdict is in. Garrett Schrader was short on the QB keeper. He needed 3 feet, got 2.5. And Florida State, with a goal line stand for the ages, they're still up by 10. 3.5 minutes left in the third. Brad Klein and Jaron May with you from Doak Campbell Stadium. But now Jordan Travis with his back against the wall, literally and figuratively, in the end zone. They can't afford any negative yardage.
Syracuse was in a similar situation against Ohio, and they forced a safety.
Looks like they're just going to keep it under center. Jordan Travis under center, first down and 10 from the 1. And he stands up to make sure everyone's on the same page. With the play clock down to 15, snap, and Travis muscles up the middle, gets some breathing room, about 3 yards. That's where the pile takes him.
That's enough to be able to now be in the shotgun, handoff, basically play your playbook. But that was a dangerous situation for the Seminoles. They get out of it, and they send the beefy boys back to the sideline and get their normal situation and personnel in.
If you're just joining us, Syracuse's goal line stand, or rather Florida State's goal line stand, stopped a 6-play, 33-yard drive, and that's a figurative stat because SU was punting and recovered a muff punt. That's how they got into scoring range. As Jordan Travis hands it off to Jayshon Corbin up the middle, he navigates actually outside the right hash and taken down for a modest gain, maybe a couple of yards, 2 yards to be exact. Third down and 5, 2 minutes and 40 seconds on a winding clock in the third.
Still third down and medium here. This could be a big stop for Syracuse.
Jordan Travis with his heels on the goal line, 5 receivers to work with. Here's the snap to Travis, looking to throw under pressure. He scurries up the middle and thrashed down after a gain of a few. Did he get the 5 he needed? Past the 10-yard line. This will come down to the spot. It's close.
Looks like fourth down and inches. Do you go for it even though you're on the 10-yard line? I could not come up with a sane option of going for this.
And it was Stephon Thompson on the tackle. In a way, Thompson actually might have lassoed him closer to the first down marker. It was a tornado tackle, and they do bring on the punting unit. So Syracuse is set to get the ball back. 1:50 on a winding clock here. Alex Mastromano punting from his own end zone. The snap comes, Mastromano gets it off, a spiraling punt to the 50, and Trevor Pena calls a fair catch at the 49.5-yard line. 1:40 left in the third quarter. Syracuse gets the ball back in plus territory, down by 10. And we'll keep it here with both teams taking a huddle. A lot to talk about, a lot to break down. Syracuse has had their chances and then some here. I think if the Orange lose this game, Garrett Schrader being stopped, maybe not, depending on the replay, depending on the angle, that one's going to be psychoanalyzed throughout the week. But the bottom line, it's not a touchdown. Syracuse still down by 10. They still have plenty of chances, though.
But, yeah, the bottom line is they didn't score a touchdown, but they also didn't get killed because of it, because they got the ball right back after a 3-and-out and have it at the 50-yard line.
Good
but you
position.
could be only down by 7 right now.
3 receivers to the right sideline. First down and 10 from the 49, and a handoff to Sean Tucker. Pinballs to the 45, and stop there. Sean Tucker, once again, the table-setting back. Marcus Cushney and Steven Dix were there to stop him. A gain of 4. 80 seconds on a ticking clock in the third. Ball on the 45-yard line, attacking the end zone to our right. 2nd and 6. Garrett Schrader on the far hash. Receives the snap and a handoff to Tucker. No, he rolls out to his right. Garrett Schrader with some room. Down the right hash to the 40, 30, now 20, and somersaulted down at the 15-yard line between the hashes. Under a minute to play in the third, and Syracuse is in the red zone once again off the legs of Garrett Schrader.
That design bootleg is working every single time because everyone's going to bite on Sean Tucker. You have to respect him. And then it's a naked bootleg off to the right, and he just turns on the burners.
Ball on the 13-yard line, 35 seconds left in the third. Syracuse with 2 timeouts. Garrett Schrader between the hashes. 3 receivers. Anthony Quealy to the near side. Snap and a handoff. Sean Tucker accelerates down the right sideline. 10, 5, and dives into the end zone. Is he in? Yes! Sean Tucker scurries in for 6, and Syracuse is back in business. Down by 3 points, pending the extra point. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Capping off a 3-play, 49-yard trip in 1:15. A 13-yard touchdown scramble by Sean Tucker.